Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I have decided to start this vlog in the middle of the week because I just wasn't feeling it earlier. I need to take a break from filming all the time. But anyway, so I'm at work early and I'm just in such a ridiculously good mood because it's sunny out. It has been gray and dim for, I feel like, the past few weeks. So even though I'm getting up rather early to go to work, I haven't actually seen the sunrise, so I'm just in such a good mood. Anyway, so as I mentioned in my previous vlog, I am reading Alexa Donne's debut novel, Brightly Burning, which is a retelling of Jane Eyre in space. I'm 100 pages into that. My goal is to read 50 pages at least every day this week so I can finish it by Saturday, so I can keep a moving on my February TBR list. And this book is interesting because I know and have listened to Alexa Donne, and I think watched every single one of her AuthorTube videos for years now. If you don't know who Alexa Donne is, she is one of the bigger AuthorTubers on YouTube, and so I know her really well and all the writing advice she gives, and she has been extremely useful, or her videos have been extremely useful for my own writing journey. And this one is interesting. It's YA, it's a retelling. There are definitely some things that are interesting, but Stella, who is like the new Jane, has just met Hugo, who is the new Mr. Rochester, and yeah, that's kind of, we'll see where it goes from there. I have a feeling it's gonna pick up, and the mystery has kind of kicked in, so it's fun. I mean, I'm going through it pretty quickly. Today, once I'm out of here, I need to return some library books from the center to the library, and then I think I'm just gonna focus mainly on writing today. I've been really into, instead of trying to write every single day and then beating myself up about it when I can't write, just finding really large blocks of time, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, and writing from there. I'm still working on my chapter 4 because my chapter 4 is so much longer than any of my previously edited chapters, but it's coming along really well. I'm thinking about it all the time. So anyway, that is what I'm up to today, and I will take you guys with me. It will never not feel crazy to film in my car in public. But anyway, I just got to Kroger's because I need to do some grocery shopping after this, but I'm gonna go to Starbucks and get myself some sort of tea because I'm definitely, the sun went away. It's like rain hailing, not anything serious, but it's just coming down harder than typical rain. So now I'm feeling a little dead, and I just need to bang out the rest of my chapter 4 if possible. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible for today, but definitely going to make a good attempt at it. I would like to send it off to my secret editor friend by the end of this week, ideally before the weekend, so either Thursday or Friday, but it all depends on how far I get with the editing today. And I've mentioned this in previous vlogs, but although I'm doing a lot of rewriting, it's so much easier than I could have ever expected because I know the story and the characters and the plot and all of that so well. I'm so comfortable with it that it just is coming very naturally to me, even if I'm writing a scene from scratch. And I'm not exactly writing this chapter 4 party scene from scratch because this is a hallmark scene in the book, even though some of the specifics, like especially with certain character interactions or dialogue, might be changing, the gist of the scene is still the same, so I guess that makes it easier. So anyway, I gotta go in, I got to work. I will see you guys once I get home. everybody, happy Thursday. So I apologize for not updating you once I got home, but boy was yesterday a mess, because once I got done writing, which I'll touch on in just a second, I had to grocery shop, I had to get gas, and then it started snowing and I couldn't go above 45 miles per hour on the highway. So it took me like double the amount of time to get home, and I still had to cook, and I still had to walk the dogs. So it was just really late, like close to 9 o'clock, before I could even start to read Brightly Burning, to which I only got 40 pages in, not the 50-page goal that I was aiming for. But yesterday I was able to do about an hour and a half worth of writing, which really is not enough time. I'm starting to realize this about myself, that I really need big blocks of time, like 3 to 4 hours worth, to really sink my teeth into, because I spent a lot of that time editing what I wrote in my last writing session, which was really good because now it feels a lot stronger. But then I only spent maybe 25% of that time working on new material. I'm also uploading my review on Leo Bardugo's King of Scars, so that will be up first. Check that out if you have already read that book and if you have strong feelings about it like I do. But Brightly Burning by Alexa Donne, I'm making my way through. I am 143 pages into it. I would really like to make a big dent in that today, especially because it's all like snowy and cozy and just one of those days where you just want to stay inside. So that's what's really pulling my attention at the moment. And it is interesting. I like Jane Eyre. I especially love the mystery aspect of Jane Eyre, but it's weird because I know what that mystery is. So those elements are coming up in this book. It's still tugging at my interest because it's a retelling and it's on a spaceship. So there is a different vibe to it. Stella is a little bit more active than the original Jane Eyre is, but it's like I still know what the reveal is because I've read Jane Eyre. I know the story. That's always my thing with retellings, because it's like, well, it's fun to see how an author can throw their spin on it, but I also know what's gonna happen. I know all the big like plot reveals. But anyway, it's fun. Sci-fi is just not my favorite. Oh my gosh, look at this hair. Everything taking place inside a ship just does not sound that fun to me, unless it's something like Firefly or Star Wars, where like certain scenes or like part of the story takes place on a ship, but then you're going to different planets and interacting with different creatures. But this is the type of sci-fi where everything takes place on one ship, and it just feels so cold and distant to me, and that's just not my thing personally. It's not what I'm into, but I am chugging my way along through this. It definitely is an easy read. So those are the things I'm going to focus on for today, and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. I love Leo Bardugo. She's one of my favorite YA authors, or authors in general right now. I own most of her books. Look at that. No joke, every bit of snow is melted. It's been like this for the last 3 days.
What's up? What, is it walk time? Is it walk time? Is it walk time? Hey, Con. I love you.
Hi friends. Oh my gosh, ignore how super dorky I look right now. Honestly, I'm just doing a little mini checkup to let you guys know that I'm home, and I posted that King of Scars video, so check that out, especially if you've read the book, and let me know what you feel about it, or if you feel similar to how I feel. And I am really just going to focus on reading. I listened to actually a brand new Alexa Donne video about how to move on or deal with failing if you're in the traditional publishing world, which was really interesting and mildly, I don't want to say discouraging because I'm not discouraged by any means, but it's that sort of tough love that can be difficult to hear and accept, because obviously as someone who is an aspiring author but has not been traditionally published yet, I don't want to say worst case scenario, but it would not be fun to finally get traditionally published and then not do very well. So a part of me is a little inspired to maybe do some writing, which I might switch over to in a little bit, and I'll definitely bring you guys with me if I do that switch. But for now, I'm really just feeling the mood to read, so I'm going to be focusing on Brightly Burning. I'm about 140 pages in, but I would like to hit 200 by the end of the day. And can you believe that it is like 5:30 and I still got all this natural light right now? Like, oh my God, it might as well be summer. Side. Ooh, it sounds windy. Look at Yukon. Good morning, everyone. It is Valentine's Day, and I'm so excited because we're throwing a Valentine's Day party at childcare, and it's going to be so adorable. And a mom yesterday brought us all some cookies, and it was just really sweet. So it's going to be a real good day, and I'm going to be playing games later tonight, so I'll definitely try to get some footage. As you guys may or may not know, I'm a huge fan of the board game Villainous, which is based off of Disney villains, and it's really fun. And I got the third and final expansion pack with Scar and Yzma, and I'm so excited to get to it. But a reading update. So I got through a hefty amount of Brightly Burning. I am now 225 pages in, and I'm actually really excited that this is the book that I'm on for Valentine's Day. There's just something about that that just, you know, just really aligns. I don't know what I was thinking that I was gonna get to any writing yesterday, because I will say, although there are definitely some things about Brightly Burning that are not my favorite, it has sucked me in. I mean, Jane Eyre is a great story, you know, in and of itself. And ever since the character Mr. Rochester, I mean, now his name in Brightly Burning is Hugo, which is such an interesting male lead name. And it's weird because I know so much about the author. I know that she was heavily involved in the Harry Potter fandom, and Ron and Hermione's kid is named Hugo, so I'm like, is that where she got the idea from, or does she just like the name? Who knows? But Hugo is the best part of the book thus far. Stella, who's the new Jane, is fine. I think she's definitely more active than the original Jane Eyre is, although it's been a long time since I've read it or even watched it on Masterpiece Theater or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that she's a little bit more proactive than the original Jane Eyre. But Mr. Rochester slash Hugo is so interesting, and just the force of this story, and it just has the most energy and is unpredictable and fun. And so anytime he's involved, I'm like, yes. I love Hugo. It's interesting, it's compelling. I have no problem reading it. I'm excited to get back to reading a little bit more of it today, although I'm going to ditch out of work as soon as possible because I'm going to focus on writing today since I didn't do any yesterday. And like I mentioned earlier, I want to finish out this chapter 4 so I can send it to my secret editor friend for feedback. And this chapter has been not difficult, it's just long. It's just a very long chapter. When I send these chapters out to her, I have a new like Word document for just these chapters. So my average chapter length has been between 5 to 10 pages. I have a feeling this one will double that. And then it's like, is that okay? Or do I need to potentially split it up? If I do split it up, where would I split it? Just, this is something I definitely want feedback for. But I think the chapter itself is really fun because, like I've mentioned, it's a party scene. So there's just a lot of interactions with other characters, very lively characters, which is my favorite part of any party scene. But I need to go walk the puppies. I'll try to get some footage of the child care center. I've been decorating it this week and it looks like a Valentine's Day card threw up all over the place, and it's glorious and I love it. I can't believe I almost left without showing you the Valentine that I made for my puppies. How cute is that? These stickers were all over me. I tried to get the kids to make Valentines like for their parents and stuff, and all they did was take the stickers and put them all over my back. Since there's so much natural sunlight today, I'm going to try to take some good bookstagram photos. So let's go. So I took and edited and posted my Instagram photo for today and tomorrow, and I'm not trying to procrastinate on my writing. I'm actually extremely looking forward to it. And although I've already walked the puppies, I have to walk them again because it's not warm out by any means. It's actually like under 32 degrees, but it is so sunny and I crave it and I love it. So I'm gonna take them on another walk because they need it too. And then when I come back, I will officially settle down and begin my writing for the day and hopefully finish up my chapter 4. I have high hopes. I really want to send that out tonight, if not early tomorrow, so we shall see. Here I am all worried that this chapter 4 is going to be obnoxiously long, and it's definitely longer than the previous 3 chapters, but I just copied and pasted this single chapter into its own Word document so I can send it off to my friend to look at, and it's only at 15 pages. Which is not bad, and I need to read the entire thing beginning to end at least one more time before I send it off to her, but I need to take a break. I've been working for the last few hours and my eyes are starting to get a little fuzzy, so I'm going to eat and I think just read some Brightly Burning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. So I'm going to be heading into work just for a little bit, but then I'm going to come back and mainly focus on writing because it is Saturday. And although I finished my chapter 4, like I said last night, I want to go over it at least one more time. I ended up spending like 2 hours reading Brightly Burning last night, and it's also making me crave just Jane Eyre in general, or at least watching a Jane Eyre movie, because I'm like, whoa, this story is so weird. I always think of it as a romance, but it really is like this bizarre thriller, murder, mystery. It's a fun time. So I am actually pretty easily making my way through it. I think I am just a hair shy of 300 pages in, depending on how much time I have. Obviously, I want to read some more of that. That might be a little bit trickier because I have a Valentine's Day party to go to, which should be really cute. There's a ton of girls showing up. We're all bringing our own bottles of wine and we're going to like paint on wine glasses. Sounds like it's going to be a blast. And then I'm also going to be having a fun game night, not tonight, but Sunday night, and we're going to play some Villainous because I just got the expansion pack, the Scar expansion pack. So now I have the complete set, Villainous set, which is really fun and exciting. And another game, what is it? Age of Heroes or something like that. My mom got it for Christmas, so it looks really cool, really fun. Another beautifully sunny but frigidly cold day. I'm about to walk the puppies, head to work, and like I said, come back and mostly focus on writing as much as I am gunning to finish this book this weekend. From the time I get home to when I'm supposed to head out for the Valentine's Day party, I don't have a ton of time in between, and I want to send off this chapter, and I haven't started editing any of this vlog yet. So I just got a lot to do, and obviously I'm going to do a ton of work tomorrow. I'm definitely going to update you guys a few more times, but I think this will probably be the last day of my vlog for this week. Hey guys, so I am basically ready to go to the Valentine's thing that I was talking about. My puppies think they're coming with me, poor things, but I forgot to film anything because I got home and immediately started working on my chapter 4, just reading it and adding or changing a few things here or there, but for the most part, it was one of the cleaner drafts that I've written recently, so I feel pretty good about it, even despite its length. So I sent it off to my friends with a question mainly about one part that I really enjoy and that I think is fun and cute, but I can't tell if it comes off as like adorable or cringy, or if it just doesn't do the thing that I want it to do. Other than that, I just need her general feedback, although I really enjoy the chapter. I think she'll enjoy the chapter. It's heading in a good direction. The next chapter, chapter 5, brand new scene, brand new concept. So I'm really excited to draft that out. I have nothing to work on for that. So yeah, but I need to grab my wine, grab my Jello shots. I'll try to get some footage of the party tonight, but otherwise I gotta get going.
Super sexy.